This is one of the most powerful testimonies ever shared by the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa. A story that breaks barriers, destroys excuses, and proves that God is no respecter of persons. Listen carefully, because this testimony will lift your spirit and charge your faith. The late Archbishop Benson Idahosa once shared how God spoke to him about a mission that would change his life forever. God said to him, "I want to take you round the world. I want to use you to preach my gospel." But young Benson couldn't believe what he was hearing. He replied, "Lord, you must have missed the address. I have never seen you use a black man for the ministry. Oral Roberts is white. Billy Graham is white. All the men I know who are useful in the kingdom are white. Why are you talking to a black man like me?" And then, the Lord answered him in a way that changed his identity forever. God asked him, "Are you black?" "Yes," Benson replied. God said, "I didn't know." At first, Benson was shocked. He thought to himself, "No wonder we are suffering. God didn't even know black men exist." But the Lord clarified, "You didn't hear me correctly. I said, I didn't know you were black. Because I've never made a black man. I never made a white man. I only made people in my image and likeness." That day, Archbishop Idahosa's thinking shifted forever. 32 years ago, he said, I changed my color from white or black. I became a child of God. And from then on, whenever people asked where he was from, he would proudly reply, "Made in heaven, assembled in Africa, and dispatched to my generation." Years passed, and then the prophetic moment arrived. 25 years ago, Archbishop Idahosa said, "God told me, I'm ready to take you now." On a morning in February 1961, in Mount Olive, Israel, God spoke to a man named Rev. Hod Lezel, saying, "Go to Africa, find a young man named Benson, and take him to America to do the work I've called him to do." Rev. Lezel didn't know who Benson was. He had never seen him before. But he obeyed. He flew from Israel to London, then from London to Lagos, Nigeria, and began searching for him. Guided by God, he contacted missionary Pa Elton, who led him to Benson Idahosa. And just as God had said, the connection was made. This was the beginning of a worldwide ministry that would touch nations and generations. Archbishop Idahosa often recalled the day he realized it wasn't by his own strength, but by the hand of God. The day you realize it is not your skill, not your power, not your mind, but your God, your prayer will change. Rev. Lezel sponsored him, provided a scholarship, and supplied everything he needed. He remembered, "I came to America with one torn suitcase. I left with 13 suitcases, 6 filled with Bibles, 4 with gospel tracts, and the rest with clothes." And then the Lord said to him, "Now, go ahead." From that moment, the ministry began to multiply. From one church to 2, from 2 to 5, from 5 to thousands. From 12 souls to 100, to 500,000, to 1 million. And today, to the glory of God, millions upon millions have been saved through that ministry. Beloved, here's the lesson. God is not looking at your color, your background, or your limitations. He is looking at your willingness to say yes. If God could take a young man from Benin City, the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa, a man who doubted himself, a man who thought God couldn't use him, and send him to the nations, then what is stopping him from using you? You are not black, you are not white. You are made in the image of God. You are heaven's product, dispatched to your generation with purpose. So rise up. Step out. Answer his call. The same God who backed the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa is the same God who will back you. If this testimony of the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa blessed you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more faith-filled stories that will build your spirit.